Alex. So we saw your video on hacking together cooking in the hotel room to make some wonderful scrambled eggs. And of course, what good is science unless your results are reproduced? So here in front of us we have eggs, a couple basil leaves, some cold butter, a vessel to cook in. We've got something to scramble our eggs in, pot for some steam, got the pepper, the salt, and of course everyone's favorite hacking tool, some tinfoil or aluminum foil. Let's see where this takes us. So unfortunately we're not in a hotel. We don't have any coffee stirrers, no little spare glasses. We're gonna have to do this in one of our kids' little plastic cups. So we'll start with the plastic cup. There we go. Into which we will scramble 2 eggs. There we go. Now, our instructions were to scramble well, so we will make sure that these are well, truly and fully scrambled here. That's okay, a little egg out of the thing won't hurt anybody. Just a little less egg for everybody. There we go. All right. I think I'll call that well scrambled. So next, we'll clean up the mess. There we go. A couple drips off the counter. There we go. All right, so next we need to hack a coffee maker, except we can't. We don't have any spare coffee makers to ruin, so instead I'm going to simulate this by taking our handy dandy little saucepan pot here, to which we will add a cup of water. All right, got a cup of water here. Into the pot it goes. There we go. Now, unfortunately, our chosen vessel to cook in is our little spice dish, so it doesn't fit. So we're gonna have to use our handy dandy foil. Got a nice long length of foil here. There we go. And we're gonna take this foil. I'm just gonna make a bit of a loop with it. There we go. And stick it over our pot of water. Tight seal, you said. So we will go for as tight a seal as I can make using some tinfoil. And we'll put the vessel on top. There we go. All right, let's heat this up. So get this warm, and all right, this should do. There we go. All right. Okay, so now we've got some nice steam starting to rise from our makeshift kettle. I'm going to add a little bit of cold butter first into here because I don't want the egg to stick in our little pan here. So I'm going to see if I can coat the sides with a little bit of butter before scrambling the egg. We're going to add cold butter afterwards as well because, you know, a little butter never hurt anybody. Okay, so to this we'll add our scrambled egg mixture. There we go. All right, so there's our egg mixture. All that nice steam coming out, and we'll give this a stir. We'll have to stir this for a while, it looks like. Alex, this is definitely not for people who are impatient Definitely takes a lot of patient stirring, it seems. Still fairly thin. But it is thickening up. Oh, there they are. The proteins are starting to coagulate. Look at that. Oh, that is interesting. Look at that. It stopped thickening briefly. Notice nothing sticking to the whisk. But something is changing. Oh, there it goes. I can see some solids forming. All right. Oh, there we go. I'm starting to see it seriously thicken. Here we go. So this has been about 10 minutes. But it's thickening. Alex, making eggs this way reminds me a lot about making like a custard or something, or a pudding. So just thickening. But it's starting to change. There we go. Definitely changed texture now. Very creamy. Somewhat solid, somewhat creamy eggs. All right. Going to take that off the heat now. All right, I've taken it off the heat. There we go. Looks really interesting. Time to add a little bit of butter to stop the cooking. So I'll get some cold butter. All right, so I've got some cold butter here. We're going to slice off a bit. There we go. Because you cannot have enough butter, obviously. So I'm going to throw in a pat of butter. All right. Into that, I'll add a little bit of salt. So about a quarter teaspoon of salt. There we go. Because you said you overspiced it. Overseasoned. Some freshly ground black pepper. And we've got a couple fresh basil leaves, which I will smack between my hands to leave some flavor. I'll just put them into there because it doesn't need to look good, it just needs to taste good. There we go. No, it has to taste and look good. There we go. Mix that up a bit. All right. Okie dokie. And finally, I guess we should plate this up. So I'll grab a... Go. So I'll grab a little ramekin. How's that for presentation? Okay. Okay, time to try it. So we've added a little salt, a little pepper. So what I'm going to call Alex French Guys Cooking Amazing Eggs. That's amazing. Merci beaucoup. This is awesome.